For Kim, they say was Trump's electoral plot and attempted insurrection more or less democratic than the DNC replacing Biden with Kamala in particular.
I don't believe January 6th was an insurrection attempt by Donald Trump. Maybe there were people inside of J6 that, you could maybe make an argument that there were some sinister individuals who were involved in that, but I don't think that there was some top-down directive that came from Donald Trump or anyone in the Republican Party. And as far as
how can you say that when you said earlier you don't know anything about what happened? You said over and over again you weren't sure.
I know enough to know that from the investigations that there was no directive that they found coming from the top down.
That's literally he's under indictment right now by the federal government, by Jack Smith. How can we say that we know?
Just to hear the rest from Kim. Go ahead, Kim.
Yeah, there was no directive coming down from the top. There's no evidence of this whatsoever. They can make any charge that they want. They could charge you with anything that they want, Destiny. You can fight that in court. Trump will not be he will not be convicted of an insurrection, of plotting an insurrection where there's no plans or plots that were there. So, individuals behaving however individuals behave is completely different than coming from the top. So I don't think that I don't think there was an insurrection coming from the top.
Yeah, I think it was pretty obvious that there was. I think that there was a plan in place the entire time to have Donald Trump subvert the peaceful transfer of power. I think he followed that up by goading everybody on the January 6th. When people say stop the steal, when they say we need Mike Pence to do the right thing, he's talking about stopping the steal of the election because he wants to remain president. When he's talking about Mike Pence doing the right thing, he's talking about Mike Pence choosing him to be president. When he tells people we're going to march down Pennsylvania Avenue and we're going to give them the strength that they need to do the right thing, he's talking about them objecting to the certification of the election, using intimidation and violence if they have to do it. And they were successful to some extent. They managed to delay the certification of the vote. But unfortunately, there were too many proud, strong men, most of whom were Republicans, people like Barr, people like Pence, other lawmakers and other bureaucrats inside the White House that managed to stop and thwart Donald Trump's plot to insurrect and coup the government.
You make a lot of assumptions about what a person's thinking inside of their mind when they haven't actually said anything. That is.
What do you think Donald Trump hasn't said that I don't know?
Well, he never said go down there and stop them and do all. He said we're going to go down there and peacefully protest. That's what he actually said. You then want to put something else in his mind and in his mouth, just like you do for all of your fellow Americans.
He said stop the steal. What does stop the steal mean?
They believed that the election was stolen.
Okay,
that is something that is fine for a person to believe.
Okay, and if you think the election was stolen, and if you think the election is stolen, and you send a ton of people down to the Capitol building where they're certifying
protest.
Why would you peacefully protest a stolen election?
That's what he said.
No, he didn't say. He said, "I know you're going to go peacefully protest."
Down there and we're going to peacefully protest.
He didn't say that. No, you're putting words in his mouth. He never said that quote. That you just invented that quote.
Then you tell me the words that he said when he said, "Go down there and violently take it."
No, he said we need to fight like hell. You need to fight like hell, or you're going to lose your country. He said we need to give these weak Republicans, something to fight for. We need to give them a backbone. We need to help the strong ones. They're going to help us. He made these statements over, and I can read you 20 statements that he made. It was an hour speech.
Destiny, you make things up.
Well, he's the one under federal indictment.
What people are thinking. You make things up about what people are saying. You're
what
making it up.
I haven't made up a single thing. You just made up a quote from
land.
What fantasy land?
You need to focus on facts.
I am focusing on facts. Well, I do focus on what people say. You're the one that you didn't even know what the legal theories were that you were purporting earlier.
People that support RFK Jr. are just hateful. They hate the country.
Yeah, a lot of them do.
America.
They do, absolutely, 1,000,000%.
Look, you're just making stuff up.
What am I making up? You haven't said a single thing I'm making up.
Tip 35 says